think for many lay people who've been listening to the president's rhetoric on this, he's been calling these people narco-terrorists, he's been saying that we're at war. So there was probably an expectation, and certainly that was what I was hearing from people, that the government was going to seek to detain them under a law of war framework, because that's historically what we do when the United States has captured individuals that it deemed dangerous in the context of an armed conflict with a terrorist actor. It's typically sought, if those individuals are actually combatants in that conflict, to detain them and, frankly, to interrogate them. And in this case, there's an obvious reason why the United States did not seek to detain these individuals further. And that is that if they had detained these individuals anywhere where the writ of habeas runs, so if they brought these individuals to, for example, Guantanamo or to the United States, they would have received habeas corpus. The government would have had to make its case before a federal judge. They would have had to claim what they've been claiming rhetorically. They've been claiming to Congress and they've been claiming in the press that these individuals are combatants, that they're actual fighters as part of an organized armed group that's in an authorized armed conflict with the United States. In the context of detention historically, in order to detain people, that's been a congressionally authorized armed conflict. And in this case, not one of these things are true. We've been saying this repeatedly, and this would be an opportunity for the courts to weigh in. And when the president presumably lost that case, and if the courts are functioning properly, he would lose that case. This would mean it wouldn't be just a ruling on his detention authority. It would actually undermine the government's entire framework for using force in this conflict. So in other words, the government didn't want to risk a court weighing in on their use of force because they knew that it wouldn't hold up.